Well, what is this card? A Three of Wands that just came out, Aquarius. This is your March 2017 reading. So let me shuffle for a few more seconds, and then I'll cut the cards. Okay, I'm going to cut the cards now. Okay, so your first card, Aquarius, was Three of Wands. This is the card of waiting, but waiting for positive outcomes, waiting for your ships to come in. Okay. This is also about positive future goals that are going to eventually manifest themselves. So, yeah, this card is about waiting with positive expectations. Your next card is Three of Cups. So you have two threes, and this is three is a perfect number in the tarot because you have two forces that come together to create that third perfect force, but also they're the perfect manifestation of the elements. So Three of Wands, which is about creativity and desire and making it happen, and then you have Three of Cups, which is about love and affection and friendship. The next card is the High Priest or the Hierophant or the Pope in reverse. That is interesting. And this card also showed up for another reading. I can't remember, but the Hierophant has been showing up a lot for March. And when this is in reverse, it's a reversal of values, a reversal of faith, trust, and honesty. Okay, so it's interesting, Aquarius, especially for past influences. We have these perfect elements of love and creativity and passion. And then underneath, you have this issue of trust. Moving on, you have the Chariot. You have Seven of Swords reversed. And then you have a Nine of Swords. This is Queen of Wands. This is Eight of Swords. So swords are showing up. Those are your element. And then I have Eight of Cups reversed. So you have some eights, 7, 8, 9 of Swords here for you. You're going through this cycle here. Because 10 is the number of completion and starting over. So I think that's interesting. I'm going to put your outcome card out. I have a 10 of Cups. How nice. Okay, Aquarius. So I've already pointed out what I'm seeing here. You have like two threes. And actually you have, this Chariot is number 7 in the major arcana. 7 with the Chariot, 7 of Swords reversed. Then you have that 9. You have two eights, so two threes, two eights. So you have a Queen here. Lots of interesting things happening here. So remember what I'm seeing here, Aquarius. First off, these threes, the two threes in a row, expansion and growth. And then we have this High Priest in reverse. The priest is obviously someone who's very spiritual. The priest demonstrates humility, the higher purpose. And sometimes in literal situations, it can actually mean a marriage. It can actually represent a marriage ceremony or a contract with a marriage. It's about family, faith, and honesty. So it's interesting. I might be seeing here a possible friendship that could be more serious, but it's not. And so it's interesting. I'm just trying to figure out why you've gotten such strong cards with the threes, this Three of Wands and Three of Cups, because these cards together are like saying a very promising relationship, a wonderful future ahead. But then this high priest comes along, and it's almost as if underneath all of these positive intentions and possibilities, that the bigger issue here is whether another person's serious about the relationship, or whether this person can be trusted. So that's what I'm seeing with this high priest following this Three of Wands and this Three of Cups, that there seems to be an issue of trust and commitment. Okay. It also means that sometimes this is about settling larger conflicts. Okay. Everyone comes under, how can I say this? Everyone gets on the same page. They are all under the same belief. They all have the same shared values and the same goals. Okay. So I see this as an obstacle that's coming along after these two cards with the Three of Wands and the Three of Cups. Okay. And the other major arcana next to this high priest is the Chariot. And the Chariot is always a positive card about moving forward. That what I'm seeing here again is this very positive movement. You're harnessing the forces of the two horses in order to achieve success. Okay. And so once again, it seems like, especially with your energy, Aquarius, there are issues with trust. We have that Seven of Swords. That's reversed. And then we have that Nine of Swords. So emotionally, I'm getting a sense that there are issues of trust with you. I think that this high priest in the past, that was reversed. I think this means someone betrayed you, betrayed your friendship for some of you. We have a Chariot, and this could actually mean moving forward, trying to move forward. But the interesting thing is that this Chariot is moving against these issues with your swords. Okay. It's almost as if you're still, for some of you, it's almost as if, and sometimes when I'm quiet, I'm really trying to feel the cards and see what's going on here. But for some of you, I get the feeling that you're still in the relationship, even though your trust was betrayed or there's no commitment. And so you're hanging in there. The Chariot is about overcoming adversity and trying to overcome obstacles. Okay. And I think you're still trying to do that at Aquarius. Even though this is the card that's associated with Cancer, I still see, especially with this air and the clouds and stuff, I see this as you still trying to move beyond the obstacles. I feel like this high priest in reverse was a big betrayal, a lack of trust. For some reason, someone lost your trust. And these swords are reflecting that you're still dealing with that. You're still dealing with the fact that you're trying to overcome the attitudes or the behavior of this other person who betrayed you. And when you betray an air sign, whether it's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libras, any air sign will have difficulty not having a grudge and being able to move on. Okay. So the Seven of Swords is in the center of your spread. And whenever you have a reversal of swords, it actually means that you're dealing with a little bit of more turbulence. Usually this is the card of coming up with new schemes. It can mean someone is keeping secrets. In some context, it can mean someone's lying to you. But this is your energy here. And sometimes with a sword, it's important to protect yourself. You see the man, he's walking away with the swords, and people don't realize he's doing it. I think that in a way, this Seven of Swords is reflecting that some of you in your situation are pulling back. You're a little bit afraid to let go. There are things that you need to do to protect yourself, but it seems like you're pulling back from that. Okay. Almost as if you, and it almost feels like you're thinking about this and you're still trying to figure out how to deal with the issues with this Hierophant or High Priest in reverse. But the betrayal is too much. You know, what this person did to you, it's taking a lot for you to get past this. So the Seven of Swords is usually a card of thinking out the box, resolving things, doing things secretly, coming up with a secret plan sometimes. But when it's reversed, especially in your element, Aquarius, it kind of feels like you're not, it's almost like you're just being passive and allowing the situation to cause you a lot of stress, which is why we're coming to this Nine of Swords. Okay, this is the card of, and remember, 9 is the end of a cycle here. 10 is completion and starting over. So when we get a 9 here, we're talking about a high level of anguish and fear and depression, a lot of worry going on for some of you. And once again, air signs tend to think a lot. They overanalyze things. They let their fears and their paranoia get the best of them. Okay. And so, Aquarius, all I can say is that in your present situation, I think the Seven of Swords is reversed because it's almost like it's trying to tell you to, it's almost as if the tarot is saying, you know what, Aquarius, you're smarter than that. So let's get it together and do what we know we need to do. It's almost as if you're avoiding facing a certain truth, or you're avoiding facing some unpleasant things that are going on in this relationship. And so when the Nine of Swords follows, it could mean that you are being drained, that the situation or this person, they're constantly draining you. They're constantly mentally, you're never at ease in this situation. You're always worried. There's constant stress, and you're trying to move past it. Okay. So when we get here to this future influence, a lot of interesting things happening here, because once again, you have a Queen of Wands, which is fire. I feel like that might be a different person, and this Queen of Wands can actually represent a man or a woman. But it's almost as if this Queen of Wands in your future, this energy of this person is going to be very dominant. Okay? And so once again, you have another sword showing up in reaction to this Queen of Wands. That's how I'm looking at it. That this person who's dominating you a little bit, who's giving you lots of things to worry about, that's when the Eight of Swords comes up. This is the card of being confused and feeling trapped and feeling that you have no hope, that there's no way to change the situation. Okay? So that leads us to the other 8. And remember, 8 is about moving forward. And when 8s are reversed, it means a lack of moving forward. So I want to show you this Eight of Cups. Usually it's the card of leaving something behind and letting go and walking away, but it's for a good purpose, because it's about walking away to find a higher purpose. And here's the interesting thing. This is reversed. And maybe, Aquarius, you should let go. You see this Chariot, there's still a moon here. Okay? The moon represents the unconscious. It represents your emotions. The Chariot's being guided by the moon in this card. And so this is about following those hopes and dreams, pursuing your higher goal, reaching your higher self. Okay? And so it's interesting you have the moon here, but when we get to this Eight of Cups where your journey should be taking you farther out away from the situation, that is when we start betraying ourselves. Because this is about our emotions, letting go, taking care of ourselves, and healing. Nevertheless, this Eight of Cups, no one's leaving. Okay, that is definitely what I'm feeling here. It could also be that someone emotionally has taken the time to heal, to get it together and figure out what they want. Okay, and that journey is ended and they're coming back. So that leads me to the outcome card for you, Aquarius, which is interesting. This is a 10 of Cups. This is the pinnacle of happiness. This is starting at a higher cycle of emotional happiness. I feel like on a timeline, this 10 of Cups is going to manifest for you in the summertime, okay? That all of these worries and issues that are going on in the relationship or with this other person, it's going to take a lot of soul searching for you. And I think it's interesting about this Eight of Cups. Once again, maybe this Eight of Cups is talking about not just coming back emotionally, but perhaps it also means that you figured out what you need to do emotionally. Okay, and that if someone did walk away, that this person emotionally is coming back to you. All right. Sometimes this can be not just about moving on with your life. When it's reversed, sometimes it's about coming back to the past as well. Okay. But it could be that once these emotional issues are straightened out, once these mental issues and the worrying and the stress and the pain are finally resolved here for you, okay, that's when this 10 of Cups seems to show up. But like I said, I see this, the timeline I picked up when I looked at this card was a summertime, you being happy, you finally finding happiness, you finally, especially in the relationship with this other person, resolving all the trust issues and things that came between you. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing, Aquarius. I'm seeing some of you dealing with a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, dealing with the negative behavior of another person in a relationship. And your future is showing that you still need to figure out your options with the power of 8. This 8 is talking about figuring out ways to move forward, to unleash, take off the shackles, and just be able to figure things out once and for all and to get out of this situation. And so there's going to be an important transformation coming for you guys in the next few weeks, especially with this dominant Queen of Wands who is very sure of herself. She is passionate, and it could very well be that this person who's been causing you all these problems, especially with this Three of Wands and now this Queen of Wands, that this person will want to come back. There's a person who's going to be drawn to you who wants to come back, and you might not know exactly what to do. But whatever the case may be in your future, it seems as if you and this situation, you're finally going to emotionally center yourself and figure out what you're going to do. And you'll finally be able to move forward. That whatever was going on with this Three of Cups and this Three of Wands, the potential of the relationship, this outcome that you wanted, it seems like in a couple months down the road, this 10 of Cups is almost saying there was this huge rift, this huge betrayal that came between you and another person. It caused you a lot of mental anguish. It put you out of sorts. You had to spend a lot of time figuring out how to deal with it. But in the next few weeks, you are going to be able to come out of this a little bit stronger and knowing what it is that you want to do in the relationship. And you're going to be able to set boundaries with this Queen of Wands whoever this person is. Because I get a sense that this Queen of Wands tends to play fast and loose with the relationship. She takes people for granted as well. She's very passionate. She always gets what she wants. She's very extroverted. So I get a feeling that some of you shy, introverted Aquarius people might be dealing with someone who has a stronger personality, who can be a little bit more dominant than you. And you've always been the type of personality to pull back and think about things and just analyze and have introspection about what's happened. Okay? So that's why I see all of this turmoil happening here. So it seems like Aquarius, once you decide to make up your mind here and decide what it is you're going to do, and that you're done trying to figure this out, you know, just trying to find yourself and get your emotions on a level playing field, it seems as if this conflict in the relationship is finally going to be able to work out near the middle of the year. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. So, Aquarius, that was your reading. Thank you so much for your support. And just to let you know, I still have relationship energy readings for $15 available. A lot of people took advantage of that and they found it very useful. So if you're still interested, some of you might want to check it out. So take care. I hope to have the opportunity to read for some of you in the future. And until then, I will see you next month, and I'll see you on YouTube.